Okay, so it's 100 degrees in the shade today, and so we're gonna see what we can do. It's way cooler than it was yesterday. So yesterday I waited until pretty dang late and just kind of worked on some of the obstacles around here. Kind of got her working on some of that stuff, 'cause she needs to work on that anyway, to also, you know, putting her feet on stuff and being okay with her having her feet restricted as far as, you know, being on a bridge or being on a pedestal or going over certain things. So she's really not that sweaty right now. I'm just starting with her, but when I was watering as best I could with the wind, she was playing in the water and then she rolled, of course. So she's kind of muddy. That's all right. Helps keep her cool. And then I had a couple days where the wind was just howling way too much. So we've had a little bit, I picked the wrong week to come get this little gal. But that's okay. So I'm just going to let her move around here a little bit. She's starting to make friends with everybody back there now, so she's getting a little hooked onto them. So I'm just going to kind of keep her out here and move her out just a wee little tiny bit, let her get some of her gumption out of her, and see if I can get her to just go around nice and easy. That's her wanting to do that, a little extra energy. Don't want her to turn there every time. She gets close to me here. I just kind of put a little bit of pressure on her. See if I can keep her going. See if I can keep her out. Keep her going. Keep her out. She's still cutting it a little bit, but it's getting better. I'm not going to get crazy over it. Again, it's 100 degrees. So let's see if we can not get her hurt here. She's a tough old gal, but still it's not fair to do too much. And then the one night I waited so long because it was so hot and the sun was pointing right into where that camera was going to be. You wouldn't have been able to see a bloody thing. So I didn't even bother recording, but that was the second day. So we'll just see what kind of progress she has here. I've been doing it pretty nice and easy. Just waiting for her feet to settle a little bit here. Pushed out. So this would be the second video, but I guess my fourth day of working her. We just had 2 days in there I couldn't video, or not easily anyway. But again, because of the heat and the really bad winds, didn't do a whole lot. There we go. Now she's starting to take her feet a little bit smoother there. Alright. So let's see if she'll just kind of relax here a little bit. Kind of like her not to go to her friends. I don't want to catch her down there. I want to get a hold of her up here. So over her. Let's get that up around her neck. And we're just gonna, again, repeat. Don't want her to go that way. She could go that way, but because she was so inclined to want to go that way, I said, no, let's go the other way instead. So again, just like we did before, just let her carry it for a second. See if I can push her out of her friend zone there. Keep her off the rail there, but keep her going forward. Nice. Take advantage of that. Get her to unwind there. She's having a little problem today. That's all right. Said she's getting friendly with her friends back here and she'd rather kind of be with them. I'm not going to go haywire over that. Send her back off. Now where she doesn't want to stop. Put some pressure on her there. There we go. So we should follow that suggestion. Go off to my right. Oh, not that way either. Not that way either. There we go. Pressure on her there. See if she'll come off to me. Flip that over so I can unwind her. Kind of like if she'd stay there with me. Unwind the other one. Kind of like if she'd stay there with me. Wind them back to her friends. And off we go. Kind of like if she'd stay there with me. Kind of like if she'd stay there with me. Kind of like if she'd stay there with me. There we go. And I don't mind if they have these issues. It's fine. Work them out. When you come across stuff that you can work through, it kind of helps so that you have something to work on. If you don't have anything to work on, it doesn't help you. Follow that way. So I want to have stuff come up. I never argue with stuff coming up. It's fine by me. There we go. See if I can get her to stay there with me. That way, and I wasn't quite asking yet, so I'll send her off this way. Now start flipping that over her butt there. Yep. So day 4 of her new house here. It's not her new house, but a little bit more comfortable. She's just a little bit more comfortable now, so now some more of this stuff is going to show up. She's not so worried about where she's at. She's kind of alright with life here. So she's going to do a little bit more resistance. Again, I'm not pulling hard here. That's not a whole lot of pressure. She's going to argue with that. See if I can help her go that way. There we go. Put that brown behind there. Take her off that way. Allie. It's down too far in her neck there. So bring her in, send her that way. This wind is not helping me. Okay. Woohoo! Goosey steps. Kicking at that. That's alright. Whoop. She kicked right through it. It's alright too. Got it back. Now it's in between her front legs there. So I'm just going to see if I can throw this coil up through there, have her step over, That's right. Gives her something to play with around her feet until I get that out from under her front foot. It don't matter that much anyway. Just want her to get okay with all this stuff getting around her feet so that she doesn't argue with farriers and people that are behind her. Allie. Get up inside that one, inside this one. Again, just like before, let her kind of kick at that. Oh, now you stepped on it, huh? There you go. That way, Nellie. Thank you. Okay. Tangle back up there again. Don't touch her. The rope's all twisted now because I was trying so hard to get it out from under her there. Get it untwisted here. There we go. Okay. Flip and hind quarter. Get up behind her. Wanted to carry that, not just turn. I'm going to pick up a little pressure on it. Stop doing that. There we go. So that little action there is kind of what she tries to do to the farrier. So we'll let her work it that whole bunch. Let her know that's not really going to help her do that. Pick it up. Get out of your tail. It's alright. Let her turn. Take that out of her tail and back over her butt. Pick it up. Pulling that a little bit. Again, it's not hard. Just creating some pressure there. There we go. Allie, go away. Pick that up. Allie, out. Wait on her. My friends, you don't have to do this. No, because they've already done it. There we go. Let me think about that for a minute. Or not. Good. She can turn if she wants. That's why you hold the rope lightly, like I was explaining before. What you heard was the rope going against the rest of the rope there, and not through my hands. If I would have been gripping that real hard, right now I'd be bleeding. There we go. Atta girl. Flip it up and over. A little pressure there. Good. Flip it up and over. Pressure there. She's gonna find out she can kick all she wants. It's not gonna help her. Down a little lower over there, and there we go. Send her off. Pick it up, hold it that way. So what happens with people is all of a sudden they get a little discouraged, because the other day she did really well. But like I said, she wasn't acclimated yet, so they usually do a little bit better that first day. And then they start going, wonder what I can get away with. It's on my rope here. Go. Good. Nope, wrong way. Good girl. Over to tush. Over to tush. Go. Over, but carry it. A little pressure there. There we go. Fix my coils again. And over the top. Almost over the top. Stay. Nice and easy. Very good job. Send her off. Flip it. Wear it. Pressure it. Atta girl. Good job. Flip it, wear it, pressure it. So I'm kind of using these little druthers of hers where she wants to come down here, and that's where she wants to kind of stop and stay. I'm not kind of letting her go back there, but she's drawing that way to carry it, and then turning away from it. It up. There we go. Wrong way. That's it. Flip it. Wear it. Pressure it. Good job. Fix my coils. Flip it, wear it, turn it, because you turned me earlier that time, I know. There we go. See, this rope is pretty darn forgiving. care less if she kicks at it. Nope. I don't like that. You don't have to love it, kiddo, but you gotta accept it. Here. More pressure. Turn it. There we go. Good job. Let her stop there this time. I'm going to take her past it. Good. No, I'm not saying a whole lot, sorry. Just kind of letting her wear it here. Letting her work through this. It's nothing magical, it's just time. Atta girl. She just has to figure out it's not going to help her. Nothing goes away by kicking. Good. And I'm watching her. She's not hardly even sweating up yet. Oops. Hit my rope on my bars there. Came back at me. Good. Now I'm going to see if I can keep her going forward with a different feel. And I'm just going to keep up with her there a little bit and keep that rope basically up against her with just the pressure of that rope up against her, but not asking her to turn. Just the direction and the feel of the rope, that makes a difference. So here, if you can see, my right hand's kind of pulling it forward a little bit. They're not putting any turning pressure on it. I'm hardly even affecting the neck there. Just picking that up and putting that up against her butt there. Now I'll change it and put more of a hold on that. Or draw towards me. There we go. Flip it over. Send her off. Kind of stick with her a little bit there and have that rope up against her so that every time she takes a step, I want that up on her hocks. I want her hocks to hit that every step. Just want her to feel that forward. understand the difference. There. Now I'm going to put more of a hold on it. Kick. And yield. Good. Get it up underneath her hocks there. Keep that pressure going forward on her, but not necessarily affecting the hip or the neck. Just having that touch her. Then I get a feel on it. I'm gonna bring it towards me, and that turns her. Flip that over there, have her carry that up against her. That was my fault because I had to adjust. She's going to come off the rail there a little bit because of her druthers. I'm going to use that and I'm going to put that pressure on it. There we go. Flip it over. Feel the pressure. Wrangler. Carry it. Let her carry it all the way around again. See, I'm going to try and put that pressure. I'm going to use these druthers. She comes off the rail there. I don't want her to kick the rail. So she got under her tail. I don't want to. There we go. Anyway, I don't want her to kick the rail. So I'm going to use that when she comes off of it. I'm going to allow that a little bit and use that as the time to put that extra pressure on her. So that if she kicks up, she's just kicking the air. It's up a little high. There we go. Until she comes off the rail there. Put that extra little pressure on there. Good. When I bring it back off of there again, I'm just not happy with how it's landing on that other side. Must have an interesting kink in my rope. It's alright. Flip it there a little bit. See if I can get her to turn. And let her take that out of her tail. There we go. I don't want her to kick when it's under her tail like that. I don't want to hurt her. So I'd rather just take a little extra time there and unwind it. Okay, pressure. That was better. See, she thought about it there, but she didn't actually kick, so I'm just going to let her kind of carry this here for a second. Let's potty break. Okay. Yeah. Way over there. It rides up because my Hondo's on this side. A little pressure. Kick it up there, a little pressure. Let's see if I can do that again. A little pressure on her. Pressure on her. Good. Take her around again. She comes off the rail. A little pressure on her. A little pressure on her. Little pressure on her. Good. Little pressure on her. Pressure on her. Because if she starts kicking, you know, and she kicks that rail a couple times, she's going to hurt herself. It's going to sting. Now, there's some people out there that would say, well, I'll stop her from kicking. Yeah, but also might stop her from everything else in the rest of her life, too. So if I can help her not kick the rail, I'd much rather her not kick the rail. Accidents happen. there are times when they do. She's not a young horse. Put that pressure on her. All she did was speed up and not kick. Very nice. Now I'll ask her to actually turn, if I can. My body here a little bit. Send her out. Pick up on that. That way, kid. There you go. And just let her go around. See if she comes back down to a walk here for a minute. No, not a stop at her friends, but a walk. There we go. Fix my ever-twisting coils. Never want to get your coils in a bind, or else your fingers get in a bind, and then you ain't got no fingers. Alright. Pressure on her there. Put her off to my right again. Nice and light and easy. Again, I'll take the knowledge that she comes off the rail there. She got a little pissy at me, but she didn't kick up. Every little bit is progress. She's going to say, that's an awful lot of work to keep kicking up. Huh? Your choice, honey bunny. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Now as you see, I don't hold that pressure there until I make her kick. I'll release it before she does kick if I can. Now if she kicks initially, then she kicks initially. But if I can, I'm going to let her feel that pressure, not react to it like she almost did. If I can release before she does react to it, she's going to start finding that's how she gets release, by not kicking. The release doesn't come from kicking. The release comes from not kicking. Good. Now I'll ask her to turn. Bring her butt around. Oops. Probably hear my dogs panting. Carry that. If she wants to walk, I'm more than happy to let her walk. There's no reason for her to trot. If she doesn't come off the rail there she goes. Pressure, pressure. There she kicked. Send her back out. She's kicking less, so I'll put a little pressure on even right there. Put just a little bit more pressure on away from the rail. All the horses around here get dog broke. A little pressure, a little bit more pressure, a little bit more pressure. Little pressure, little pressure, little pressure, more pressure. There we go. Send her. There, it's actually quite a bit of pressure right there. So is that. That was pretty good. Ask her to turn. And she can walk forward. Okay, carry it. Pressure. 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 Very nice. Good job, kid. Looking at you in there, relaxing, dropping her head, starting to blink a little bit more. Starting to listen to me a little bit more. Her ears are coming a little bit more on me more often. Being not so rigid on me. You know, they're softer ears, softer eyes, softer mouth, softer body. There you go. Turn her. And just let her walk off. You can see I need to take the brush to Wrangler again. Everybody's summer or winter coats are coming out. I'm going to see if I can just kind of bring her to me. There we go. Wait on her. See if she'll stay here with me. Can I bring her forward? Stay here with me. Flip that over. Would you like to stay here with me? Would you like to stay here with me? Atta girl. There's a couple different ways to do that. Again, it's pretty hot. I'm not gonna. She's doing enough running here. If she goes away from me, I'm not going to go chasing her. I'll use this lariat to kind of help her stay here with me. She has a choice to go. I'll just make it harder if she does. So she'll stay here with me. I can't let too much rope down here, otherwise her or I might get hung up in it. So as I get closer, I got to take some of it up with me. See if I can get that hind quarter to come around there. If I can get that hind quarter to come around there. And again. Atta girl. Oh. A little bit of sweat underneath her mane, but that's about it. You can hear she's breathing a little heavy, but she's not panting really hard. You'd be able to hear it. Some dreadlocks there, kiddo. And she gets better at tying and other stuff. And I'll be working on and standing still and ground tying and stuff. I'll be working on grooming her a little bit up here. Let's see if she'll want to come with me here. She kind of wants to be with you. You know, when I'm cleaning the stall and stuff, she's almost starting to get annoying. If you go to pet her, she kind of walks away from you a little bit, but while you're doing stuff, she's almost on top of you sometimes. So it's better than day one when I cleaned her stall and she was at the other end of the stall going, oh my God. So, yeah, she's trying to see what I'm up to. See if she'll take that. There we go. See, now that I really liked, because she was ready to start turning stiff and just bring that front end around and get her body real stiff, but then she changed and she bent in the middle and she took that hind quarter across real nice. So I was real happy with that right there. she made that choice on her own to make that change. So I was real happy with that. That's what I want. There she had that choice again. I even dropped that coil, if you saw that. When she went to leave, I dropped that coil, giving her a chance to leave, but not so much room that life would go awry. Now what I'm doing here mostly, well, doing a lot of stuff, but also giving her a little bit of time. Kind of cool. Now I'm going to see, because it is awful hot. See if I can get her to stay here for a second. Don't leave. Although she does. Offer her a drink, which she probably won't take from me, but I'll offer it anyway. No way! I'm not in the practice of offering drinks every few minutes. Like I said, it's 100 in the shade. She doesn't want it, she doesn't want it. I know she's not dying. Sometimes it helps a little bit. I had that there earlier for the stallion. Sam and I were working for about 2.5 hours or so earlier. And various stuff, so every time I stopped every little bit and offered him a drink. So while I was there, I just took advantage of it. Alright. Now, send her off again. See where we're at. Lift it. Oops. There we go. Carry it. And a little bit of pressure, see if she's still alright with that. Just because she was a minute ago, don't mean she's still okay with it. And on that camera, it might look sometimes like I'm get awful close. I'm plenty out of kicking range, especially on something this size. So unless she backs up and starts kicking at me, which if that happens, I probably just did too much. There we go. Good job. See if she'll follow that around. Sooner or later. There we go. That didn't work. There we go. Alright. Carry that. Let her be okay with that. She started to skip along there a little bit. Put a little pressure on there when she comes off the rail. She thought about kicking up. Just a little butt hop. She didn't do an actual kick. Contemplating life there. And pick it up again. There you go. Good job. Pick it up a little bit. Gotta try, huh, Nellie? Never hurts to try. Pressure on that. There we go. Pressure on that. There, I kept that pressure a little bit longer. Got to keep progressing here. I want it that one day if I have her completely tied up and tangled up in this rope, so I only have 6 inches of the rope left and the rest is wrapped around her, she's just like, yeah, whatever. And one day she could even find herself out of that puzzle. Very nice. Good job. Release all that. See if I can change my angle here and get her to turn. Had to help her with my body, that's okay. Kind of like if you went the other way. Good job. All right. Very good. All right. Now let's see if I can turn her and bring her and bring her and bring her. She goes, oh, hey, where'd you come from? That's my girl, huh? Give her a minute.